Hi, I'm Jim Mayhew, Master Gardening Intern with the Baltimore County Master Gardening Program. Today I'm going to show you some tools for people with physical limitations. Gardening provides many benefits, psychological, physical, and just the satisfaction of growing your own plants and food. With these tools, anyone can enjoy the benefits of gardening regardless of their limitations. To learn more about these tools and many other tools, just go to the internet and Google garden tools for people with physical limitations. Three of the websites that I've found most helpful are Easter Seals at eastersealstech.com, Thrive Carry On Gardening at carryongardening.org.uk, and Hobart at hobbr.com. Now let's get started. For those of us that prefer to garden from the ground or have a low garden bed, a low raised garden bed, this portable bench will come in handy. It folds out and it provides a very comfortable place for you to sit and garden and reach the ground. It also comes with a handy pouch to store your tools. And once you're done, it just comes back up. You can just fold it back up. For easy storage. There you go. The first tool I'd like to show you is a radius hand spade and weed grabber. These tools are ergonomically designed to alleviate pressure on your hand and wrist. For those of us that have carpal tunnel syndrome or other ailments of the wrist or hand, it makes it a lot easier to dig in the dirt. I'm sure that if you asked most gardeners, weeding is probably not their favorite activity, particularly if you have to kneel down and to the ground and bend over and get those weeds. Well, I have here a full-length weed grabber. It's got the sharp blade to get into the ground, the foot lever in order to push the blades into the ground, and a release for the weeds. And it works like this. You just target your weed, get it into the ground, get it out, and out comes the weed. Easy as that. Now, if you go on the website that I mentioned earlier, you'll see several full-length weed grabbers of probably more simpler design, but doesn't have the foot lever, and all it requires is you just use it, stick it into the ground. That might be better for people who prefer to do this from a chair. The first item I'd like to show you is a raised garden bed. They come in various shapes and sizes and can be high enough so you can garden from a chair or a wheelchair. Now, this is a solid design, but some garden beds can be formed like a table with just 4 legs, which allows you to scoot your chair or a wheelchair underneath of it so you can reach the entire area. The raised garden bed can be small enough so you can reach the entire area from a chair, and it's amazing how much you can grow in a small space if you're strategic about planning. Similarly, containers come in all shapes and sizes and can accommodate all types of plants. The cool thing about raised garden bed containers is that they can be placed on hard surfaces that are accessible to wheelchairs, such as decks and patios. When looking at raised garden bed containers, be sure to determine what size and height works best for you. I have here a seed spreader. This allows you to seed your garden, and it alleviates the manipulation of the fingers. And it has a dial to adjust for the size of the seeds and the number of seeds that you want to drop. But again, this is a handy little instrument because it makes it much easier to put those seeds in the ground. I have here a power level hand pruner or a compound pruner. It's designed to require only 1/2 the force of an ordinary pruner to cut stem. It's not electric or battery powered operated, but its design makes it much easier for squeezing and gripping. It should only be used for stems up to 5/8 of an inch thick. For larger stems, I have here, and branches, I have here an extendable lopper. It has very sharp steel blades. The handles are now 25 inches, but it can be extended up to 37 inches, which makes it much easier to reach those high branches without standing on a ladder, or even you can even do it from a chair. Now these are good for branches up to 1 3/4 inch thick. So there you have it. Those are just some of the tools that are designed for people with physical limitations. To learn more about these tools and many other tools, just go to the websites I mentioned earlier. They are again Thrive Carry On Gardening at carryongardening.org.uk, Easter Seals at eastersealstech.com, and Hobart at hobbr.com. Once you determine what tools are right for you, you can get out there and start digging in the dirt. Happy gardening.